And then the last one, and I thought this one was clever, and I say this one for last, is this facility looked at whenever they're going to launch a new product and how can they think about waste and energy before the product actually launches. So what made this successful, one, they already had a product launch checklist. It was on a clipboard, it was a lot of scribbles, but they had thought about this before, that they need to prepare for a new product launch. Not a big revelation, but they took something that already existed, that's the key thing, and then, there we go, they tried to think through this new product. Is it going to introduce any new waste streams? Well, to find that out, you need to engage your suppliers and say, well, how's that going to arrive? Like it's not on site yet, but how's that going to arrive? What's the packaging like? What additional things might come? Are we going to have any trim waste? What is that trim waste? And just really thinking through, do we have the recycling infrastructure we need to capture that new waste? And then they thought about, how is this going to influence energy demand? Is it going to require more sow time? Is it going to require more compressed air? Does it require a new packing machine that needs higher energy demand? Do we need to run higher voltage power to it? And the key to that was before they ran, they went to the manufacturers and like, what are the energy efficiency settings that we can set for this? They went to their shutdown checklist and updated the checklist before the process actually started. And then basically they did it once. They launched a new product. They went through the whole process and thinking that it's written in pencil. They said, well, what did we learn this time? How can we improve our checklist so the next time we launch a product, we'll be even better at it? And the second time they launched a product, they were starting to get it dialed in. They were building expertise in thinking about all aspects of a product. From that, they were able to expand it to safety concerns, ergonomic concerns, other things like that, to where it was just like really premeditating this new product line before, as opposed to, well, let's wait and see what happens. One general lesson is to build sustainability into your existing tools. Don't make something whole cloth, all new, and to really leverage the way you already do things and add energy, waste, water into that. Another is to try to build that efficiency into the design stage. And this is hard. Like, I won't pretend this is easy, because it really requires a lot of imagination, a lot of planning, and engaging suppliers, either for energy settings, for figure out what packaging is going to be like. It requires some extra steps. But when you're able to launch and on day one you're capturing your waste, you're saving your energy, your safety's improved, like that really pays dividends. And it also, in the process, they found out, helps smooth the product launch from a purely production standpoint, because you've thought about those bottlenecks, you've thought about what could go wrong in a little more higher detail than you would if you weren't looking through those electricity glasses and those material waste glasses. And then, finally, look at this as a repeatable process and improve that process. So every time they exercise their product launch, they were going back to it and saying, how could we make this even better? And this required like them actually putting a note on their calendar that like on launch plus 3 weeks, we need to go back and review this, because it's super easy to forget it. Be like, oh, good, launch is over. Good job, everybody. What's next? So taking the time to reflect, we would say to do the Hansei, to reflect upon what has happened and how you can improve it, celebrate what went wrong, and to identify what went wrong, but not incriminate. Just observe and make it better the next time.